Hello, beautiful people. Hope so. You're all having an amazing day because I'm having an amazing day. In our previous tutorial, we learned reference variable as a parameter, but today we are going to learn call by reference without pointers and with pointers in C++. First of all, I want to tell you the basic definition of variable. You people already know that if you're watching my tutorials continuously. Variable provide us with a name storage by which we can manipulate the data further in the program. What if we talk about the reference variable? A reference variable is an alias that's actually the second name for an already existing variable. Any variable can be made reference by simply adding address operator with data type. You can see the address operator in the red color. Here below is an example in which we are passing variable into the reference variable. Uh, if we execute the both variables reference and length, we will get the same memory address and same value. Why? Because reference variable represent same memory location with two names. Okay, if we talk about the transmission of information from the calling function and the call function, then we do this with the help of parameters or arguments. There are two ways of passing arguments: call by value and call by reference. But today we are, because actually we are talking right now about call by reference, so we will talk about the reference parameter. A reference parameter is actually a formal parameter that receives the location or memory address of the corresponding actual parameter instead of receiving content or copy of the data like we do this in the call by value. In order to get the proper understanding, we are going to perform three examples. The first example contains three functions: pass by value, pass by reference, and pass by reference using pointers. You people, and the second example is swapping element without pointers and swap element by using pointers. If we talk about the first program, the pass by value, in pass by value, if the information or any value transmits from the actual parameter to the formal parameter, you people know that in call by value, the actual parameter makes copy of it, and when the in pass value, when the information transmits from the actual parameter to the formal parameter, then the formal any change uh, in the formal parameter will not affect actual parameter. However, in call by reference, either by pointers or without pointer, it will not affect that. In call by reference, any change or manipulation in the formal parameter will directly affect the actual parameter. So here we go. I think so. We are done with it. We should now move to the Visual Studio. So let's move. Enlarge the screen. Now let's write the program. First of all, we will make the function program with three functions. So let's make. First of all, we will write the basic syntax. Is a hash include is a preprocessor directive, and iostream is a header file which contains input-output functions. And the main function, system pause, is a return statement. Number of compilers use return 0 as a return statement. First of all, we will make three prototypes. Okay, first of all, we'll write the definitions of functions. now make with it pointers. So we will write pointer here. Now write the prototypes, which is quite similar to the function definition or function header. Copy it here. Do people actually know the usage of parameters? For example, if you are making a program in which you want to take a square of any value, then you have to pass one parameter because you want to take square of one value. So here we go. We will now make the parameters. In pass by value, there is no need of any operator. Our formal parameter would be a. Here we go. In x. With the address operator. We will try to change the value in the function definition, and we will see that either the value uh, changes in pass by value, either value changes in reference or not, or same case in the pass by reference in pointers. In pointer, we use dereference operator because if we don't write dereferencing operator, then we will get the memory address instead of value. Formal parameters are always present in the function definition. Right now, I am making the formal parameters. Now write the function calls. Make three variables, initialize them, which are 1, 2, and 3. Initialize them with 0 to avoid any garbage value. In case of call by reference using pointer, we will write the address operator in the actual parameter. Actual parameters are always present in the function call, from where we are calling the function. So there we go. Now we'll try to change the value. Okay, here the value is, for example, 10, 20, and 30. Okay, I changed the value. Here, now I try to change it to in password value, 10 to 100. Let's see it affects the value or not. I'll try to change 20 to 200, and same in the dereferencing operator parameter, and try to change 30 into 300. Now let's move back to the previous condition and watch, is there any fault in the program? I think so. We are done with it. Let's run it. Okay, no problem. Obviously, if we don't call the function, then how will we get the value? Copy these in order to save the time. Also change the variables here. and three variable here. You can see that in the main function, you can see the initialized value are 10, 20, and 30. Now let's run the program. Yes, guys, you can see the difference. In the main function, the variable 1, which is used in the pass value, had 10 value. However, it remained 10 even after we tried to change in the function definition. However, let's see the case with the password reference in the two variable, which was initialized by 20 in the main function. However, we changed it into the function definition and tried it to change to 200, and the value changed due to the memory address we pass into the password reference. And same is the case for the password reference using pointers. The value change is to the value 30 change is to 300. So here we go. I think so the concept is clear. We should now move to other two programs. If you have any confusion, do not hesitate to ask in the comment section. We are always here. Yes. Okay, so let's move. Now do the program swap element without pointers. Mean we will only do this with the help of callable reference. We will just retain the basic syntax of C++, which you people already know. We will also remove the prototypes here. Now it's the basic syntax of C++. First of all, in order to swap element, we will make definition like always. Swap, our identifier is swap, and copy this to make prototype because the prototype is quite similar to the function definition. So in order to swap, obviously we will require two elements to swap them, to swap their value. So we will make two parameters because we have two values, and we are doing it with the help of callable reference only without pointers. So we have to put the address operator in the formal parameter place. And our formal parameter, let's say, are a and b. So here we go. Now let's make the function call. Before this, initialize two variable like 1 is equal to 200, and we will swap them, and 2 is equal to 20. Now make the function call. Swap them. There is no need of address operator in the actual parameter in case of call with reference without pointers. Now initialize a variable in the function definition, which is temp here. Initialize it because it's important. Without it, it will not run. Okay. So basic formula to swap the values. You people already know that. I'm quite confident on my students. Okay. So here we go. I think so we are done with it, but we have to call these value. And now see out the value after calling function. Here and make it after. So we are done with it. Enlarge the screen so you guys can properly watch the program. Here we go. So now let's run it. Let's see. Yes, the value has been swapped. Before it was 2000, we should move it right here. Before it was uh, 20, and here this is, here we go. The value is swapped. You can see, guys, before it was 220 and after it was 20 and 200. We did this program with the help of callbar reference without using pointers. Now we'll try to do the same program with the help of pointers. So let's move. Remove the all prototypes function call and back to the main syntax. But we also remove this. Try this again. First of all, in order to do with the callbar reference using pointer, first of all, we will make the function definition like always, like before. Copy this and make prototype in the before function main. Put the terminator, which is semicolon here. Obviously, like always, we are required to put two parameters because we want to swap two elements and we want to pass two values from the main function to the function definition. So here are two parameters. We are required to put static here because in order to dereference values. Our values are A and B. Copy the same formal parameter. Formal parameters are always in the function definition. Now let's initialize two value with one with 900, one with 900 and other with two with 10. We will swap them with the help of pointer in call by reference. Now let's make the function call. In function call, we put the address operator with the actual parameter. So here we go, call the function here. Two parameters, which are 1 and 2. But we have to put address operator before them. Here we go. Hot. And you are doing the same. Here we go. So now use the same formula to swap them. Initialize the variable and use the same formula. Also enlarge the screen so you guys can watch properly. And temp equal to, we have to use dereference operator even in the function definition with variables. So here we go. Some people say that I really teaches really slow, but I think so. I personally think that the speed should be slow so guys can out there can properly understand it. So we are done with our program right now. You can see, but we have to call the function which we always forget. So right after here and the same was the difference. uh, you guys can watch here. I scrolls up and down so you guys can pause right there wherever you want. So now let's run the program. Let's see what happens. Okay, here we go. The value has been swapped. Okay, the 900 the before it was 910 and in after it is 10 and 900. So here we go. If you still have any query, guys, don't forget, don't feel shy. Write in the comment section in order to learn, in order to, if you have any suggestion about the channel, you can also write it in the comment section. I will try to implement it right after there. So in this tutorial, we learned call the reference without pointers and with pointers. However, if you want to learn recursion in C++ with example, you have to write you have to watch our next tutorial. However, if you like my channel, don't forget to subscribe it because it really encourages us. However, if you want to test your knowledge of C++, you can download my C++ programming quiz app. And for Java student, here's another app. Link of both apps would be in comment section. Like always, thanks for watching. Peace.